Hey guys, what's up? Driftwood here. Broke string. You know, I've been wanting to make a video for a little while about changing strings, and I got my first review, which is a string winder. I've been carrying around with me, waiting to break a string so I could change them. I got this from Allen, right? It's an Iset string winder, and one thing I wanted to do different with this video than you usually see in string changing videos is I wanted to do it like out, you know, because you really, everyone I see, they've got this bench and a nice little place set up. Ooh, that's nice. Check it out. Come with some pigs too. But you're always out, you know, you see them in this workshop with this nice little bench, and you know, and honestly, I've never gotten to change my strings on a bench like that. You know, I always am either in the back of a van or in a park, you know, on the street when a string breaks. So, I'll start here, I guess. So this is going to be how to change a string on the fly. Here it is. Oh, nice little cutter. We got high hopes for the cutters, because that's always usually the thing that will give you a little vein. Nice little peg puller. That's pretty cool. It's like a little handle there, right? String winder. I like it when they got these next to the wide, like the, not the wide one, but the smaller one too. A lot of times that'll go on your peg real nice, and it doesn't flop around so much, right? So I'm excited about this. Thank you, Alan, for the opportunity to do my first review. Woo. So, here's what I'll usually do, right? Because you're like in a park, or you're on the street, or you're in a van. So your feet kind of become your music stand, right? And you just put them both down in front of you, and you take the guitar and you set it on it. Now, if you're winding, sometimes what you do is you just set it on your feet and grab it with your knees, and that makes it nice and solid, right? So we'll start here. Oh yeah. Let's go on that. Oh, not quite wide enough, but that's okay. There we go. And then you flip it around, and the same thing. You can put it on your feet. If you need to, you can grab it with your legs, right? So here. And I figured this video, you know, I'm not going to do the whole dang 6 strings. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to do one on each side. And then we can stop there, you know. Because that'd be a little drudgery watching 6. But 2's not so bad. There's a little trick. Just pull these off. Hey! Sometimes if you're not careful, you get a little poke from the string. So I usually get a lot of pokes. Now, we got our pegs. Wait. Cool little tool. And we'll just pull these right up out. Look at that. I really do like that. That's really nice. Innovative. Creative. Mm-hmm. How to change your strings like an amateur. What? Not really. I change strings. Like, I changed a lot of strings. So let's wrap these out. I'll take those home and toss them. New strings. I like the extra lights. Don't really matter. Some people like heavier. Some people like lighter. I like to bend, so I go with light. Of course, the thicker string you get, the more volume you'll get, so it's kind of a trade-off, you know. But really, I like to be able to play for 12 hours at a time and not feel like I'm playing, you know. Okay. Oh yeah. So we'll do one on each side. We got a little color code here if you use Dario. Silver, both sides. I'm going to do silver and brass, okay? That's going to be one on this side and one on the other side. And that'll be about right. Brass is our big string. Silver is our small string. Wait. Okay, so we got two. We're just going to do the two outsides, right? Get my pegs. Top. Now what I like to do is I really try to get the ball in there. You got these little balls on the end of your strings. And if you can get it in there so the round side is coming out, you know, so the string is coming out straight and the round is like this and not turned. And what I try to do is you've got this little groove too in your peg. And you want that round part and that groove to kind of line up like this. And when you pull your string up, it pulls up this peg, and it really cinches this peg down into your guitar, right? So you want the ball to come out straight, pretty much where those two, you'll see a groove and a groove where they meet, and it'll slide together, right? So I put it in, I push this right down on top of it, wait, get it straight, and then slide the string up, and you can feel it. Push it down, there we go. Now we've got I'm going to go for the big one first. Okay, so what I would do is just take the guitar. Again, you got your 2 feet. You just set it right down on your feet. Bring it right up here. Stick it through the hole. I usually go with my hand. I do this kind of thing, right? About like that. Now when you're winding, you always want it to go from the inside out. So it's going to come in. It's going to come in here and to the outside, into the outside. Other way, it goes into the outside, right? And then as you go around, first wind goes over the string, and then all the rest go under. Once you get around that first time, you can usually just pull it up straight. Like that, right? Now we got our other one, and what I do when I get to this side is you just grab your guitar and you flip it around. So now I'm looking straight at the hole, you know, and I put it through the hole. Boom. Now with these, when you do the hand thing, because you can get more wraps with smaller strings, you want more wraps with the smaller strings. So instead of the tight hand where my fingers are together, I'll do this. I'll open my fingers more, right? And take that little extra slack on there. Then you come around, get a good kink. Oh, get a good kink. Okay, and remember, first one goes over the string. Once you go over it, you can pull that string up and just pretty much get it out of your way. And then the rest go under. Shazam. See, and this is where the guitar wants to start flopping around. So that's where I would generally sit a little lower. Put it on your feet. It's on my 2 feet. Take your knees, and you just grab the guitar. And then it's like there's your stand, you know, there's your security. Solid. And you know what I did? I went to the wrong string. I should have gone here. That's an easy fix. See? Something about that red button. I think lots of people who try to make videos, they realize there's that red button, man. It's a beast. You can speak real good. As soon as that red button gets hit, you start to but something I'm trying to get past and grow into, say. And I'm really happy I have a few people that enjoy watching these videos. There we go. Now, everything else goes underneath. And there we go. And again, grab it. Again, the smaller strings, you want more winds, right? I mean, some strings you can even just put on the end of the string. It's more of a job, but you want when the string comes over the. I'll show you in a second. But when the string comes over the nut right there on the top, you want it to pull down towards the wood of the guitar, and that's why you wind your strings so they'll go way down. Not like I did. Oh, I just made a mess of this. So, as you do more winds on your tuning head, right, this string comes over the nut and it pulls at an angle down that way. If you just did one wind and the thing was way up here at the top, then the string's coming over and it's more straight. You want to get that tension where it pulls down, right? Especially on the ones that don't have any windings on it, because windings will help hold it in. But these bare strings, they're pretty slippery. They want to slide out. So there we go, 2 strings. Now we got a cutter, right? This is the test every time. I'll start with the big one. Oh, Shazam. Now the little one. These are usually even the bigger test. Just come right in here. Oh, like butter. This is a really cool string winder. And honestly, these are good. They're cheap. You can throw them in your case. You should have them in all your cases. So I'm going to put a link below. Hope you like it. Check it out. Have a great day.